Do I let them do it themselves and trust that they know what to do, or do I do it for them? What's the right kind of help? What's the wrong kind of help? It might sound like I'm choking sometimes because of my flu, okay? Hey guys, I want to have like a little conversation with you guys about my channel and what I'm doing. Right now, I just want to try a long form video to share a little bit more about the conflict I'm having regarding doing stuff for my parents. This conversation started because of my uncle. So my uncle was telling me that at the rate I'm doing things, it feels like they're very old and elderly and unable to tend to themselves. He was suggesting for me to let go of certain tasks and let go of them, in fact. And not in a way of like not caring for them anymore, but letting go of certain responsibilities that they have piled onto me and letting them do those things instead. He is saying that in order for them to grow, they need to be doing those things themselves. They need to know how tough it is. They need to learn how to do it. My uncle was sharing with me quite recently. He was limping, and then he was like, oh, even when I'm limping, even though my leg is not well, I am still buying my cai fan myself. Like, why is it that I am buying the meals for my parents and having everything, you know, like everything is settled for them to a T? That might not let them grow because they have to be still independent, they have to still do things themselves. So recently my parents' heater spoiled. Typically, if I'm not unwell, I would be the one probably looking for the best deal and then helping them with the arrangement of the installation. But then because I was down, so I just left it like hands off. And at the same time, because my uncle was telling me, okay, you have to let them grow, you have to not do everything for them. I don't want them to be over reliant or unhealthily reliant, such that they lose their sense of autonomy, they lose their sense of independence, because it's more of like the dignity in aging and still being able to do your own things. A lot of the times my mom would tell me that she feels that she's not 这个时代的人, she doesn't belong to this age because of how advancements are like so rapid and everybody's just using their phone, and she's just so comfortable using cash. And I'm not comfortable using cash, you see. There is a disparity in terms of how we operate and how comfortable they are with technological advancements. And sometimes it's a lot more work to teach them how to use, for example, Shopee. That's one of my to-do lists, which is to teach my mom how to use Shopee so that she can buy the things herself, because a lot of the time I'm the one buying the things for her. When I had this conversation with my uncle about how much to do or how much not to do, and he's just telling me to hands off and let them do it themselves. Maybe don't even order the tingkat anymore for them. In my head, what I'm planning to do is maybe one of the days of the week not to have the tingkat so that they can go downstairs and buy the food themselves. Alternatively, it will be like 1 week of tingkat and then 1 week without, so that they can have the freedom to choose what they want to eat, right? Yeah, but then I'm still really very torn in terms of like I want to do things for them. It feels right and filial to do so. My parents did a lot for me when I was younger as well. And why is it that I have to hold back on things for my parents for their own good? That does do a lot for mom. And in the end, mom is the one who ends up not doing much. I'm not too sure if it's healthy for her mentally to not do so many things, because then she's homebound and she's not doing much, right? So I think it might deteriorate her mentally as well as physically in terms of strength and everything. And then my uncle was saying that, oh, because of that, then it might cause laziness in them, which is not something we want, because then it expedites the whole process of the 老化, you know, the 退化, aging process. I also got a part-time helper for them, and it's meant to be eventually a once in a fortnight thing, but recently it's been more of once a week so that she can get up to speed with my parents' house and make their place more livable. That's the end of the video, and I would love to hear your experiences, your stories, how you take care of your parents, how you let them be independent yet still be able to spoil them. Let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear from all of you. Take care until next time. Bye-bye. Not too sure if I would do like a walking one eventually in terms of sharing my thoughts while walking, but my pants.